Good morning. Thanks for joining us for Local 3 News. I'm Brianna MacLean. Some lawmakers in Lansing are pushing to limit the governor's emergency powers. Tim Skubic from our sister station in Lansing tells us what they want to accomplish.
Last year, the Michigan Supreme Court ruled that a 1949 law was unconstitutional, granting the governor the unilateral right to impose emergency mandates in the middle of a pandemic without legislative input. But Republicans were not satisfied with just one court ruling. They launched a petition drive to drive yet another stake into the heart of this law to make sure this governor, nor any other governor for that matter, would move in that direction to silence the voice of the citizens and make the legislature and the governor unequal branches of government.
One branch stonewalling a co-equal branch. Now, I understand that this was a fast-moving situation, but the day the legislature began to be ignored and the governor chose to act unilaterally was the day I believe she misinterpreted the 1945 Riot Act. And I will not be voting yes today. I will be voting hell yes.
The governor and others argued that in the effort to save lives from COVID, the last thing you wanted to do was wait around for the legislature to act when immediate action was required by the governor. This former healthcare worker asserts,
and I really value directives that are intended to protect public health and Michiganders. I believe that that was the governor's intent with her decisive action last year. This is not a rogue governor following her own rules.
The Democrats argue if this was all about protecting the democracy, then the issue should have gone to the voters, not the Republican legislature. Republicans will use this alleged abuse of power by the governor in the election next year, but this Republican contends
this is not a partisan attack from a Republican legislature against the Democrat governor. No, this is the legislature asserting its constitutional duty to create the laws in our state.
There are 60 aye votes and 48 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted, therefore, the bill is passed.
Despite this loss, the governor still has the authority through her public health department to impose new COVID restrictions if necessary. But a new Republican petition drive is expected, seeking to end those powers as well. Here for you in Lansing, Tim Skubic.
Now for a check on your forecast with meteorologist Tom Kippen.
Thanks a lot, Bree. As we look at our forecast for today and into the weekend, we do have a rain and a storm chance for today. It's warm with highs around 80 or the 80s, maybe a touch cooler near some shorelines of the Great Lakes. And then tonight, we're looking at a rain and a thunderstorm chance as well. It's warm with lows in the 60s and 70s. A slight storm chance for tomorrow, highs in the 80s. And then I think we wrap up the weekend sunny and dry and warm as well. For weather anytime, if you're on the go today or this weekend, download our free WJMN Local 3 app. Also online at upmatters.com, so we do have an interactive radar at the bottom of the weather page. And if social media is your thing, we're there as well on Facebook at WJMN TV.